Good afternoon. This is JJ DiGeronimo, the president of Tech Savvy Women, and I am super excited to join you once again today. And today's topic is how can I manage my imposter syndrome? This is something that has been brought to my attention in numerous ways, not only through all of the articles I've read, but even all the research from my recent book, Accelerate Your Impact. And so today I want to talk a little bit about this nagging voice we hear in our head that often results in us or not applying when we're ready. And so, as you're thinking about today, I just want to recap a little bit about some of the discussions I've had previously where I talk a little bit about self-esteem. And self-esteem is really how you feel about yourself. How do you feel about yourself? And this can change, and John Gray talks a lot about this. This can change based on what you're doing. So something you have more experience with, you would have higher self-esteem. Something you have less experience, less self-esteem. And so your self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. Your confidence are your actions based on your self-esteem. And oftentimes when you don't have experience or you're unaware of some of the logistics around projects or even departments or even people, you may not have the confidence to raise your hand. And what research shows is that oftentimes women wait until they're 100% qualified to raise their hand or ask for a special project or even ask to be in a committee, where men often have that confidence much earlier in the process, generally around 60%. And this were data pulled out of an HP study when they were looking at when women and men apply. And so I just want you to know that this is common. And my first slide here will definitely indicate that we are not alone. So this is out of Forbes, and this is Women Feel Like a Fraud, Fueling Their Own Failures. This is really important to note that even some of the most successful women that we see, because I thought this would be an easy example, since many of us know Sheryl Sandberg, Tina Fey, and even Meryl Streep, ones that we have recognized as hit the pinnacle of success in their particular industries, struggle from the imposter syndrome too. And so the imposter syndrome is when you're not really feeling that great about yourself, and then maybe some of the dynamics of your life or your choices or your situation not only doesn't give you the confidence, but it almost does exactly the opposite. And that's when it encourages you, hey, listen, I don't think you have what it takes to be here. And they're the voices that we hear in our head that basically tell us like, I just don't think you can do this. And I hear this, and I've read this many times, where women are sitting at a conference table or at a dinner or some other work event where they're saying, gosh, how did I get invited to this? Or maybe I really shouldn't be here. Maybe I should have sent my boss or even my coworker. And for many of us, this happens all the time. And so I want to talk a little bit about some of the things you can do to overcome this, and knowing that this happens to the best of us and that it's not unusual, especially if an opportunity is new or a project is new or even you're working with a new team, that you start to second guess yourself. And so we want to move away from moving towards fueling our successes and not fueling our failures.